Okay, so I'm here with Brian, and we're watching the softball game, the Gabriela Softball Association. Okay, so Brian, are you a citizen of Canada?
I am,
Okay, do you like being a citizen of Canada?
I suppose.
Okay, so you like being citizen Brian of Canada?
If you'd like to put it that way, sure.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so now, what would you think about becoming or being shareholder citizen Brian Canada?
Shareholder
Shareholder citizen.
of Indian land. This isn't our land, it's Indian land. We never did own it, and the government doesn't own it to sell it to us or tax us on it. Sorry, I can't really refer to that whole shareholder thing. It's preposterous, really. The government doesn't own this land, we don't own this land.
Okay, but they think they do.
They think they do, and for us to go along with them is preposterous. It really is. Right?
Yeah, I can't disagree with
Can't
you.
say you're
Okay, I will say you're the
shareholder.
first person to say that, and that's very good, and you're absolutely correct. But the reality is that they think that they do.
The government's always thought these things.
Right, and they think that they act
They
like they
tax
do.
us under our taxes.
Yeah.
I mean, they've never stopped, of course.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so if we can't change, let's say we can't change reality, right? We can't change what the government does, and the fact that it operates for itself, right, on its own interests.
We can't really say that.
Why?
Well, that's positive.
It's a what?
Positive? You're saying positively we can't change the government. That's ridiculous.
Okay.
Of course you can.
Okay, well, it's pretty difficult.
It's difficult. That's right. Very difficult.
Very difficult to change the government.
Sure.
How it operates.
We can go with that reference, definitely.
I mean, and it in my view, like it functions for itself.
No, I'm trying to cut down.
The
Thanks,
civil service.
Of course it does.
Yes.
For itself, to serve and protect is for the
That's even
government
worse.
and its country and the ways of Canada.
Well,
They aren't talking about serving and protecting you or me.
Right,
They're
correct.
talking about serving and protecting government, or Canada and its government and its ways.
Right, exactly.
People are included, obviously. It's part of the country.
Sure, well, we're included because we're taxpayers.
Yeah.
Right, we're the sheep.
That's part of Canada.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we're not all sheep.
Well, but we get treated as sheep.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Of course.
So, but what if the government of Canada? What if the government made you a shareholder in the Corporation of Canada, a shareholder citizen in the Corporation of Canada?
So I could be one of the crooks. I could be one of the bastards that runs this country and tears it apart and says that Indians don't get their own land back. It's a good plan.
Well, you're already a citizen.
I am a citizen, but I didn't ask for what the government does in this country.
No.
I didn't ask for the government to get a morals and ethics committee because they're so pathetic. They have a committee now, you know that, right? Because they couldn't think for themselves, they had to make a committee. No, the government of this country is crooked and immoral, and I would not want to be part of it in any sense.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Okay, but let's say, as an exercise.
Let's say I was a conformist, I was willing to go for it.
No, let's just say
that's not gonna happen.
let's just say as a mental exercise, right? That the government decided that instead of just being citizen Brian of Canada, that you were now going to be shareholder citizen Brian of Canada. What would you think that would?
Like I just told you, that'd be the saddest day in my life.
Oh, okay.
The government, you've turned me into one of the pieces of crap that run this country, is
Okay.
what you're trying to say. Why would I want to be that? Just, you've conformed me into something that's horrible. In fact, you're asking to conform all the people into something that's terribly horrible. Unless you think the government of this country is doing a wonderful thing and helping all of its people, and they're keeping up with the hospitals as the population grows, and they're keeping up with the infrastructure as the population grows, and they're keeping up with the police force as the world progresses and starts with the new thinking order instead of going backwards the way they have for the last 100 years. Unless you're thinking that, I don't know what to say.
I know, it sounds weird, but that's...
Okay.
But, yeah, you're asking me to conform. You're asking all the people in Canada
Oh my
to
god, I
conform.
totally thought
It's,
you had that though.
It's not helping. I don't think so. I mean,
Okay.
maybe I'm just seeing it differently.
No, that's very good. It's very unique. So far, that's unique. So that's good, and I like it. I mean, that's the whole point. Like, I want to hear what other
Yeah.
thinks about.
Well,
Okay, so now I'll tell you what I think
All right,
about it.
Alex!
Okay, what I think is that's precisely what's happening. That we're transitioning from being citizens to being shareholder citizens. Okay, and the transition is going to take place regardless. There's nothing you or I can do to stop it. And the evidence of that is what's happening in Europe, the European Union.
Oh my god,
And
man.
the the European Union is run by a board of commissioners who are unelected and unaccountable to anybody, right? And they make all the laws, all the rules, all the regulations, and then you vote for a member of parliament who gets to vote on those rules and regulations. That
He also gets to vote on who he gets to follow him, whether we like him or not.
Yeah, but it's just, but in Europe, they only get to vote for their member of parliament as their representative.
Yeah, we're much more likely to follow the United States than we are to follow Europe. I wish, but no. And Europe's messed up right now too. It seems they've got some serious problems. The whole world, and as far as you know, yeah, the world has some serious problems. There's a lot of selfish people, and they want to keep their greed.
Absolutely.
They do not want to make this into a fair world at all.
No.
You know, and we do know that you do have to give everybody accordingly. We don't pay people accordingly. We saw what happened in Russia, didn't we? I mean, people starved because they wouldn't feed farmers what they deserved. You need incentive. We all need incentive.
Absolutely.
No, you may not need incentive as much as the next person, but nobody needs $500,000 a year incentive. That's ridiculous. But we have it all over the place, don't we?
Yes,
You know?
absolutely.
Government offices should never pay that much, ever. We should know that, but we don't. Government offices shouldn't be giving out the hundreds of thousands of dollars to nothing but a make work projects. But they do that, and then they rob it. They steal it. They say, "Oh, I'm the one in charge of make work project, so I should get 50,000 of that," and then we'll spread out the other 50,000 amongst my friends and make them make the make work projects where I'm just the one that puts it together.
Right.
We see this repeatedly throughout our government.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we're fucked.
Well,
You know. So yes, if you think that the government's going to do one thing or another, honestly, I believe we're old enough that we don't have to see this. We'll outlive it, and the younger people, whatever they want, will be what comes up, right? Like the old people said, leave it up to the children. Leave it up to the children. I think they've been saying that for 100,000 years.
yes, but they never do.
No. Well, Rome fell. Woohoo!
Well, the U.S. is falling. The Republic is falling.
They won't fall far. China will buy them out.
Well, Obama at the White House Correspondents' Dinner said that next year.
Inevitable.
He said they.
Inevitable.
He said there wouldn't be a republic by this time next year. Now, I don't know if he was joking or not.
Huh.
That's what he said.
I don't watch the news anymore. Turned off my news.
No, I don't watch the news.
And nowadays you realize that we don't have UHF anymore. No more public TV at all.
Oh, is that right?
It's all paid.
Oh, is
You
that
cannot
right?
get public TV. It's no weather channel, no public broadcasting system, nothing.
Really?
They took it all away.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
it's all there.
Well, we don't need it. We got the internet now, so we can get everything off the internet.
Not in an emergency situation we won't. In an emergency situation, the first thing they'll do is shut off our internet. We'll all be quiet. We'll have the radio. And honestly, it doesn't matter.
I don't think they can shut
Hey,
the
radios are owned by our big corporations as well as the TV, right?
Yeah.
You are being fed bullshit every single day.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. But that's why I don't watch. That's why I don't watch the news.